Ray, we like the circles we're doing. We want to learn to control the body. So she's got a little weight in her hands, and she's just moving from the upper body, moving the chest. If you sped that up, it's like throwing in a bar and being able to see what you're doing. There's no disconnect here between the arm and the ear. And we can certainly do a lot of this on the side, and I would start this with your little guys. They need to do lots of bouncing on the bar so they feel support, and the bar load and unload so they get an idea of the timing. This is from a clear hip. This is just with a group of little guys. Oh, there's Gracie.
Steve, we have a question on pirouettes. Do you teach them to post on their dominant or non-dominant arm?
If by dominant, you mean a half pirouette or a blind change? I need to know.
The question just says on pirouettes.
All right, well, let's go with the blind change. And on a blind change, I post on the same arm as my back twisting direction, because really it's like a layout half that's hanging onto the bar. I know some folks like to end on the dominant arm, but to me, there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more swing and a lot more energy in the blind rather than the half. The half is very quick and on top. So I blind on the dominant twisting arm. And I also think it folds right into back twisting and things like that. And so I would do my standard half pirouette or my outward half pirouette on the opposite hand. So I go with twisting direction. People do both, though. So really, if you have an athlete come to you from another facility and they're already doing it the other way, I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it. But if I'm going to teach someone from the ground up, like these guys have been with us for a long time, I would teach on the dominant side. I think they're going to learn faster and be better. All right, so we got to get vertical and tight to do these skills. Guys, what I'm trying to develop is a pattern here. And if she can come off the rail and stay really tight and come back to the rail, I know I'm going to get her off the bar. The pattern I'm developing is she's going to stay tight off the rail, and I can start to give it directions. If the kids are arching or piking heavily off the rail and there's no body tension, they become the spring. The bar is no longer the spring and it doesn't throw them. So you have to have good body tension on this stuff. And I'll let the first one go fast, and I'll slow the second one down. So again, we have that good drop. The hip is slightly out curved. She pushes back and starts the circle with her shoulders. This gives her room to get her feet in. And the faster she pushes back, the faster she can get her feet in. She bends that bar, and as she comes to the top of the rail, she waits in about the last 10 degrees of opening. You can see the bar. It's like a bow and arrow. She's the arrow, and the bar pops her up. And then she's tight back to the rail. Okay? So I would spot on this for a while. As the kids get better, they need